Most people don't realize that, but you can increase your credit score by 30 points in just 1 month without paying all of your debt off. What's the secret is actually a whole lot easier and simpler than you think. It's all about how you use the credit cards. And your boy is going to show you exactly how. What's going on? My name is Antonio, 401k minority millionaire, showing you my process, my journey, how I'm going from struggling, being $60,000 in debt, making $100,000 in a month, losing it all and paying off everything and getting it all back. If this is your type of jam, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, follow me on my journey. I'm documenting everything, guys, including this whole thing about increasing your credit score because my joint tanked after going through all of this process. And I've been able to use these fast hacks in order to change and revolutionize my credit score. Just a side note, what makes me credible in being able to speak about these things, besides me failing miserably and also regaining all my confidence back and seeing success and results, besides that, I actually used to work with a company where I worked with other business owners to get them business credit funding. I actually have a link for that down below. I created a free webinar in case you're interested in getting about between $50,000 to $150,000 in business credit, 0%, only if you're responsible and in business, but that's a whole nother story. But I used to work for a different company, and so I learned all of the tricks and the trades when it comes to personal and business credit. I was eventually able to get about $200,000 in business credit funding, 0% for 12 months, and it was a fun time. But as you see, you can F up a lot of things at the same time. So make sure you stick to the end because I'm going to show you the exact credit cards that I use to boost my credit very quickly. So step number one, this is very simple. You've probably heard of this, is to make sure that you understand credit utilization. We can sit here, we can argue about the credit bureaus and the FICO score and all that stuff. But the fact is, most people do not like your credit score, your credit utilization to be above 30 to 35%. I'm going to tell you 30%. Some people may say 35%. That means if you have a credit card or some type of loan or whatever that is $100, but you have $30 on that credit card, that means your credit card is now utilized by 30%. I'm going to say that one more time. If you have a credit card and its limit is $100 and you have put $30 on there, that means your credit card is 30% utilized. Once you go above that threshold, you start going to 50%, $50, 75%, $70. Now you're almost at the max of that credit card of $100. The credit bureaus does not like it. It's not the amount, it is the percentage of the utilization rate. So if your credit card has $1,000 for a credit limit, $300 will be the 30% cutoff rate for that credit utilization. $500 will be 50%. $750 will be 75%. You want to remain under 30%. You feel me? Comprende? You understand? Smash that subscribe button if you understand right now, because I need to know that you're with me. I make no assumptions. I'm not here to make fun of nobody. We're all beginners here. Even if you are an expert, I'm still going to talk to you like we're all starting the same journey. So now, step two, what is the trick? At the point of my journey when I did this trick, I knew that I needed to get my credit utilization down. I looked at my credit report, which you can get a free credit report every single year. Go ahead and pull yours with the link below. I can't remember the website that I use. I think it's called like creditreport.com or something, but I get it through Experian, and they have a partnership with this other company. I'm going to leave the link down below, so go ahead and check it out. Pull your credit report for free, okay? All of my credit cards and loans that were open, I showed a high utilization rate altogether. When I looked at my credit report, I noticed that all on my open accounts, everything all together, the utilization rate was very high. I'm paying off credit cards and loans and everything, but at the same time, the credit bureau is seeing me as a liability because they see high utilization rates. You follow me? So I noticed what I had to do was get that credit utilization down. Because my credit score was very low, I could not get a credit card with $5,000 and $10,000 credit limit. The banks were not going to approve me that because I didn't show signs of being responsible with my credit at that point. So now the question becomes, What can I get approved for? Remember, it's not the amount, it is the percentage rate. So I was able to get approved for a credit card that was $1,000. And I got a second credit card that gave me a credit limit of $1,000. Now I have two credit cards with 0% utilization. Because of that, I have two accounts. Now my total utilization goes down immensely. Now, let me be clear because we're in step 3 now. This is my example. I'm going to be talking about how to use these cards. Do not max out your cards. I told you want to stay below 30%. Do everything that you possibly can to not use the credit cards to begin with. You are using these only as tools, not a means to pay bills necessarily. If you've been following my content, I want you to take care of the debt and all the unnecessary stuff. So technically, you really don't need any more credit cards. But for this example, do not go over 30% with these cards. So now, what did I do after I got these cards? We're still in step number 3 of how to use these cards. This is huge. I swiped a number of times. I paid for gas. I paid for gum. I paid for very small things, and I paid them off immediately to show that I'm making transactions with the bank. The bank sees you more favorable. You continue this process. They may even bump up your credit limit and give you an increase of another $500 to $2,000 because you are showing care for your credit card, but also they're making money from you because you are swiping so much. How do they make money? Anytime you swipe that card, the store or the retailer has to pay banks money anytime you use that credit card. So the more that you swipe, the more money that the banks make. Again, my original advice is for you to not use the cards, but this is a little trick, okay? Do not go above 30%. So far, I've talked to you about understanding what credit utilization is, not going above 30%. I described the simple little trick, and I gave you my example in how to use the cards. I gave you the methodology. Now, the last point, I'm going to give you a few tips for success. Make sure that you pay all minimum payments on time. Do not skip. Don't mess it up. As a matter of fact, go ahead and put your stuff on auto payment so that you don't miss it. You're going to have a very small monthly payment in this case because it is a very small amount of credit that I was approved for. I don't want to have a $10,000 credit limit card where my 30% is $300 because now I got to pay extra payments on that $300. I don't want to do all that, okay? Then also, do not open up too many credit cards at once. You're originally going to get dinged because of hard inquiries. I can already hear some of you say, oh, it's going to hurt my credit score, Antonio, if I open these credit cards. Yes, originally, you're going to probably get deducted 3, 5, 7 points. But ultimately, in 30 days to 45 days, don't even let me go 60 days. We're not talking about that. But in 60 days with this method alone, my credit score had increased by at least 50 points. But I'm not even going that far. We're sticking with the 35 points. I probably wouldn't do more than 2 cards. Work your system, work your numbers, get used to the system, watch your credit score go up, and be responsible with it. All right? You're having a fresh beginning. And then last but not least, try and focus on cards with no annual fees. We are not looking for something to benefit us for having a card. I can't talk about this enough, guys. Sure, I gave you a recommendation for my link down below in the description about getting business funding with credit cards. 0%, 12 months, 12 to 18 months. Only if you're responsible. But 9 times out of 10, if you're watching this video, you don't need that just yet. We're trying to increase our credit score so that eventually you can be responsible to get that business funding with the credit card. We can talk gas mileage, uh, airline mileage, free hotels, free rentals, and all that other stuff, but we are not there yet. So go ahead and remove that out of your mind. Stick with the program. Now, last but not least, I'd be doing you a disservice if I didn't go more in depth with the wealth breakthrough acceleration system that myself and a friend of mine have created. This is to take you from A to Z, to go from being stuck and broke to generating wealth. The very same system I use in order to generate $100,000 in a month. And I want you to go watch the video down below. It's a free video. If you want to work with me afterwards, I give you that opportunity, but you don't need to do that because I give you a ton of information in the free video. So I really want you to check that out. It's something that I've done that's brand new, and I really think it can help you. Teach you how to build a new side hustle if you haven't been following my channel. I've been making a lot of money with my photo booth and some of my online investments stuff. It's a lot of cool stuff is happening this year. So the links for those are below. But this is one of the easiest ways in order to increase your credit score, to boost it without really taking a whole bunch of risk. This is extremely powerful and most people don't know about it. 35 points on your credit score could be the difference between you getting a house or getting approved for a loan for your car. Who knows? But it's a lot. So if you found this helpful, go ahead, hit that like button, a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, hit the bell icon after you do that so that you can be notified every time I upload a new video. Let me know in the comments if this was helpful for you or not. I don't care if y'all got something silly to say or whatever. Just keep things cordial. Treat people how you want to be treated. So now go ahead and watch this other video that I have for you to increase your knowledge about financial tips, building side hustles, and ultimately building that portfolio so that you can also be a 401k minority millionaire, even if you're not a minority. We'll see you guys in the next video.